Hey everybody,
Hi everyone.
welcome back to Soaring Alignment and welcome to 2022. I hope you all had a nice start for the new year.
So amazing. I can't believe that we're already in 2022, but honestly, the energy feels so different already. Like
Absolutely.
I look at 2021, I see that number and it's just such a different feeling to the feeling that I get with this year. So it's really exciting and feels so much more grounded somehow, more calm.
Yeah, I had that, I think from the first or the second, I felt this really strong calmness and really being heart-centered.
That's right.
And yeah, even with everything going on around me and, still family visitations and whatever it is, people being busy. But I just felt like my cup was really filled and I was
Yes.
still inside. But then now with the last super new moon and the dark moon before, far out, there was strong energy.
Full on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just but it's I think that we're just in full on exciting times at the moment, and the sun is getting more active, and I think it will continue to be more active, which impacts us. And
Yeah.
it's just like this age of enlightenment is really here. We're really experiencing it right now, so it's great.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
So
I
shall we
actually
dive?
even,
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
you
let's
go.
dive in, we dive in. But yeah, I was gonna say like, yeah, just with that new moon, I actually even looked up solar flares and solar like storms because I thought, wow, man, there's something going on. But I think it just brings up a lot of stuff for people at the moment. So I
Yeah.
just felt very sensitive, very vulnerable, and yeah, interesting, very interesting times.
I mean, just following on from that, I think you're right. Like our deeper wounds are really being revealed. And I think
Yeah.
it's such an opportunity. Like before last year, even, it was like, oh, I see it there. I'm not really sure, but like sort of creeping forward. Whereas this year, it's like, it's here. Let's look at it. And it really is like, I really feel like it is an opportunity because the more that we see these things that in the past have kept us locked, hidden even, it's almost like we free ourselves to really step into our full power when we
Mm.
are brave enough and take that courage to look at what's frightening us and keeping us small.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. Good reminder for the year ahead, I think, because it is going to be all about that, the divine feminine and yeah, strong, empowering parts, the sensitive parts of self, even if you're male, of course it has nothing
Yes.
to do with you're male or female. But yeah, so I wanted to start with the divine doors. So I got this little card deck and I thought because it feels really like a door we are moving through. So I see what they have to say and then I go into the fairy ones and see what we get for the year ahead. Do a little spread for that.
Lovely.
Any messages, anything we need to know, anything you guys like to share for 2022? All right, is that all? I got 2 cards that came out all together.
Oh.
I think that's all with the doors. And it's funny because this is the first one. So they got these lovely images of different gateways and doors.
Oh.
And there's begin here. Isn't that funny? I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now here. So basically for me, when I look at the card, apart from what it says, it feels like we're really going through this gateway into a place like Eden, finding self really in that nurturing place that has so much green in it, and the tree helps us to stay grounded. So for the beginning, for this whole new year, it feels like there will be so much nourishment, creativity flowing. Yeah, and that ground, I feel strength with the grounding to stand tall, be proud of who you are as well, is what I get.
There's
Yeah,
a
I love
lot.
this.
Yeah, like even when you're talking, really focusing on that self-love this year. Because the more
Yes.
that we give that to ourselves, and the more that opens us up to receive and give to others. So,
Make sure,
you know,
exactly, and make sure that you look after yourselves, everybody, because
yeah,
I'm sure that we have a lot of sensitive people on here, and we always give a lot to others.
that's
And then
right.
we've got this one,
Oh,
and this is saying, trust the universe. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe at play. Have faith
wow.
and breathe. So, you know, I feel like that's actually when I look at what happened to me in the last 2 days, that's actually how it felt a bit, because I was quite discombobulated and I felt all these energetic swirls, and I even like, I was weird energy. And yeah, I feel a bit like that because I couldn't tune in much. I did a clearing for myself that day and the other day, but I couldn't really go into my guidance or things like that. But I have faith and breathe. And always remember the universe is at play. Whatever comes your way in 2022, we might think, oh, this is a horrible outcome of a situation. But in the bigger picture, a year later or 6 months later, you might see, oh, this is actually amazing for me.
Oh my gosh, I feel that so much just hearing you, and like the word coming through straight away is like trust, because it's exactly that. We can't see with our human perspective, even though we
That's
are spiritual beings.
yes.
Yeah.
And it feels like to me as well, when I look at the card, it feels like it's like an entry to a treasure haul or something, you know, really going deep, and then again into the heart space as well.
Wow, so amazing. I actually
Interesting.
see Europe there, funnily enough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's very European, yeah.
European.
Oh, so there are these two guys, and I'll see my favorite oracle card decks. Oops. All right. I think there might have been a little bit too many. What do you guys think? I'm talking to the cards. I'm just gonna put them back in, and then we see who else is that, because there was like 5 or 6 splurting out. All right. What else do we need to know? Oh, that's so funny. 2 out of the 3 cards are actually from when I saw the 6 that came out, or 5 or 6.
Ah,
So that's always a good sign. I'm always thinking, all right, yeah, okay, you wanted to show me.
there you go. Yeah.
Is that all? I think so, huh? All right, so we got 5.
Funny, that's the number actually that originally came out. You originally had 5.
But I didn't look at all of them, but yeah, 2 stood out, and I was like, okay. So the first one is the messenger, number 16. And it basically reminds us to stay open for messages that might come in through clear audio, or, you know, clairvoyant information, even through billboards on number plates, and, you know, to actually be open, or people in synchronistic events or books, to really stay open and be afloat is what I see when I look at him now. It's like he's on top of the other fella. And it's, you know, to be open for messages that might come in all different ways this year. And to really pay attention to that intuition, which fits with the other card a bit, you know, to stay really in your heart space and trust that, and believe yourself and trust yourself. That's what I get with this one today.
Wow.
And we got number 46, the juggler. And it's a bit like, don't, you know, he got so many balls up in the air and might just keep going for his thing that he's used to do. But to actually see like, oh, is that actually still what I need and what I want in my life? And to pause.
Amazing.
Yeah, and it's like don't follow the juggler just you know, like the Piper story, but see what you actually want and need in your life. So it's a reflection card, really. I feel like it's a strong reflection of self, and see, maybe journal even once a month and see what you would like to bring in every month. Reflect upon that.
I'm also hearing don't do what you always do. It's almost like break that pattern of doing the same thing, to bring that newness in. Yeah,
because it's so easy to keep following the same pattern, right?
That's right. Yeah.
And then we got number 17, the rocks. So that is a reminder of not staying in victimhood. It's an empowering card, because he's a bit snotty and sick and feeling very sorry for himself. It could be people in your field as well. So usually it's about that it's a reminder, you don't have to do everything for everybody else, because that's not how they learn either. That's not how they're going to come out of it. But for today, I feel it's more it's emphasizing a bit more on yourself as well. So watch out, you're not going into victimhood and feeling, pushed down by the energy, so by circumstances, but make the most of everything and come out of it as quickly as you can whenever, because we have ups and downs, of course. And whenever you go down, to just be able to reflect upon that and go, okay, I'm gonna get myself out of this again, and allow that universal flow.
Amazing. Yeah, super.
And then we got the blessing number 53. And she is lovely. It's you see all her crown is more activated. She's really in alignment. She's looking at the energy, and it's all about being more mindful about the blessings, especially with the rocks before, rather than being slowed down and feeling sorry for yourself. It's about count the blessings. That's how you can change the energy when you're in a wobble. And in the morning and in the evening, it's really nice to reflect upon that, to ask yourself, okay, what was the best thing that happened today to me, or what are the blessings? And even if it's little things, we've got a roof over our heads, and that's huge.
That's huge, isn't it? Yeah.
To be able to see in the morning when you wake up, it's another day. So so that's basically we're taking ourselves out of the heavy energetics that are in a lower frequency and lower dimension, whenever a lot of emotional stuff is going on, and we're shifting it into the higher realm, into higher dimensions. And that's then also where spontaneous healing can take place, and really magical things can unfold. It's great for manifestation. So it's a reminder,
because they're both 8s.
Yeah.
The previous one was an 8, and this one adds up to an 8 as well. And it's like so much about manifesting, because you can either manifest from a fearful place or manifest from love, heart space, to create what you want. Yeah, so it's amazing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you though.
No, that's all right. That's all good. I don't know what I was going to say now, but I'm sure it all comes out if it still needs to come out. So I think it's just a good reminder to do that in the morning and in the evening, so we change our energies. That's basically it. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Great.
Yeah.
And then I had one, it's more like I feel the 4 are in one row, and then this one is like the bottom card, but I really put out the child, number 24. And it's like reminding us to be more childlike and look at everything with awe. So instead of being wounded from everything that happened in the past or by the last year, to start afresh with fresh eyes, be open, and allow, again, I hear magic, allow the magic to unfold. And because the kids don't have we don't have that build of walls and energies and backpacks of things, but it's rather to be just completely fresh. So it's a great reminder for that, I feel. And it's being in nature as well. Really. I
also heard look after your inner child as well, in terms of as adults, we have that adult perspective, but it's our inner child that often calls us to feel this combobulated your word. And so it's like listening to that inner self, that inner child that, you know, maybe 7 years old, who experienced some trauma, and really giving it that space and comfort. And then, you know, that allows it to grow and for us to become our adult self, because otherwise we keep getting pulled by that inner child who has been traumatized by something or other.
Yeah, and it can even happen later in our age. That's what when you said that, I feel like that, because it goes into our soft self and the inner child straight away. So I think it's a good reflection to, whenever you feel hurt, to allow that to heal, and even talk to your inner child and say, yeah, I am safe. I got you. I got your back. And I think that's actually what I was going to say, is that journaling, to keep journaling this year, it's really important. I think it's always great anyway, but maybe some of you guys haven't done much journaling. I think I highly recommend it. So yeah, because then you can word it and you write it out, and
that's right.
It as well.
I use my journaling as an expression, like just let it all out, you know, where you can be free just to express yourself. Because I think there's an idea with some people anyway that I've spoken with, that journaling has to be a certain way, has to be neat, has to be whatever. But it's really a forum for you to just be like that, like really just let it all out, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so too. And then for me, I do, like, if I have big things happening, I write it down for the astrology as well, to look back at it and see what was happening in the chart at the time. So, but because then when you look at like a year's reading, and then you know, quite often it is like, oh, what happened in 2018 around March and June, and you go, oh, I don't know. But you know, like, you can backtrack. So I think it's really helpful for that. Yeah. Oh, wow, I got really high tone coming in on my right ear now.
Wow.
Interesting. So yeah, that's what we got from these guys. I love it.
Oh, so good. Thank you. Thank you. And normally I would do tarot, but Denise and I want to do something different for the new year. Denise and I thought maybe we'd look at, I don't know if you can see it, but the energy oracle cards. So these are different to tarot. I'll see if the tarot want to come out later, but let's just pull out a few and see what the energy cards want to say about 2022. We want to do something a bit special for this year. All right. I've got 4 here. Oh, I hope that you guys can see this.
Yeah, I can see them nicely. Oh, isn't it funny? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Can't make it up.
No. Unbelievable. Okay.
Door to personal healing and happiness. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's the headline for 2022. It's really going to be an amazing year. And you probably can't see it, unfortunately, but hopefully you can see it now. There's the rainbow in there.
Oh yes, of course there's with you.
Yeah, we love rainbows. Oh, so good. So
and for me, yeah,
go.
I was going to say about the 7, for me, that's my favorite number, always has been, and it's like very much about the spiritual awakening, right. Isn't it?
Yeah, well, absolutely. I think this year really a lot of people are going to wake up, and despite what is happening around us and what looks, I mean, the world is going crazy, but it's good. It's like that chaos and craziness, so that things can break down and a new foundation, a new something can come from it. Otherwise we just keep doing that same thing, just like your cards, like you just repeat the same thing over and over. And so it's really, you know, new beginning now, creating something new from what's, you know. And the other message I was getting as well is like, don't look outside for guidance as to what's happening, because it's not, you know, if you're watching the news or you're watching, you know, all that chaos, it's not you know, as much as you can, be aware of where you focus your attention, because we're creating so rapidly and manifesting so rapidly that if you're putting your attention on that, you're just going to create more of that. So it's really just being aware where you place your attention. And so the first card that came out is Yin Yang, and 22. I love 22. And it's 2022. but of course. Gosh. And so yeah, it's sorry, I'm getting this. There's just a lot of things happening. Yin Yang, and so these cards can work in reverse as well. But it's really just tuning into, you know, which energy you're using. Because, for example, if you're someone who's always in Yang, then it's about balance. So balance it out with more Yin. So Yang energy is very forward, very active. It's that masculine energy, whereas the Yin energy is more feminine and being more receptive and, you know, allowing guidance before acting. And so depending on where you are, tune into those energies. Because I know generally I'm more of a Yang energy. I like to be active and doing things. So for me, this year is more about waiting to receive the messages before acting, and, you know, really allowing myself to be in that receptive state. But if you're someone who's in Yin, maybe it's more, you need to be more active, taking more action. So it's about balance, finding that balance in your life.
It's a great card.
Yeah, we got another rainbow. And there's been 2 4s coming up, but there's a 4 here as well. And so happy family. And yeah, it's really, this would be like the equivalent of probably the 10 of Cups, I think, in the tarot. So it's really just creating that community, creating that whatever it is for you that is a happy family. It could be with your furry friends, your furry children, you know, like the cats and dogs and, you know, whoever. But it's really creating this year, focusing on what is really important to you, what is your priority, what really matters. And, you know, I know we've been conditioned to think about, you know, what do you call it, buying things, all that type of commercial activity, but this is about heart space. And do you really need all of that stuff? And, you know, what really matters? If you know, you were at the end of your life and you were to look back on it, would you really be thinking, oh, I wish I had more money, I wish I'd worked harder? Would you be thinking, I wish I'd spent more time with family, I wish I'd told people I love that I really love them, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah, and for me, it's like instantly what I heard is the tribe as well. So community and the soul family. And then, of course, the 4 is for the heart chakra as well. And it feels just really, yeah, it's more important to be really heart-centered. And again, being out in nature.
Yes, exactly. At the
high vibration.
Yeah. No, that's great. Thank you for sharing that. Double rainbow. Oh, such beautiful cards coming out. Can you see that? Yeah, and cornucopia, which is like abundance.
Yeah, it's like the harvest time, right?
Yeah, this is our year of, like, you know, after when you do all that work, your abundance comes in all forms. And, you know, we're used to thinking abundance is financial, but it's abundance in health, wealth, love, joy, whatever it is that's important. Oh, I can feel that so strongly.
Yeah, because it says like that golden light is really pouring in as well, isn't it?
Well, that's right. The light is coming through.
Awesome.
So amazing. Oh, and then we get victory.
28.
Yes. Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh, victory. Yes, I mean, this is the year where we do this. We put in the hard work. We really look at all of our, you know, stuff and really look after ourselves, really love ourselves. And, you know, when we're in that loving energy, then everything really just flows, despite what we might, you know, it's actually all our worries and all our fears and all that creates the havoc in our lives. It's not to say that they're not important, but it's really facing them and looking at them with love, and then everything, you know, begins to dissolve, and we get this like victorious state, you know, which is everything that's come out, like all these amazing you know, abundance and happiness, tribe, all these things coming out together, love, you know, all of it will just flow. Oh, so good.
I feel like with her, it's even like a reflection, even though it's not a mirror. I felt like she's looking in towards a mirror, and it's a reflection of self. And are you really happy with everything you've done and cleared? And then you can have full victory because you love yourself so much and you accept yourself with everything.
Yeah,
that's when you have victory.
that's
and because
right.
you've done your homework. Amazing. I love that.
Yeah, and just going on that point, you know, like I'd heard, and Deniz was there as well, like when someone, we were in a call and someone had asked the question, what would it be like if you were the love of your life? And for me, that impacted me so much, because that's what we're meant to be, the love of our lives.
Yeah.
And then when we are
just
that.
said that the other day here as well, just yesterday.
Wow.
Just so funny because it impacted me a lot too. Yeah. True. Just imagine.
Just imagine.
If you're the love you're looking for, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Everything just shifted for me when I heard that. It's like, wow, I'm not looking for anything out there. It's here.
Yeah.
Oh, so
gorgeous cards. Thank you.
So welcome. I wondered whether I should pull out our Goddess Love Oracle, just because it's there looking at me.
Yeah.
Just one more, and then what's the message for 2022 in addition to all the messages we've received? Oh,
I saw her flicking out.
did you?
Yeah. How perfect. Honestly, really, our cards always just
gel, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love that foxy and the
So
little
cute.
rabbit.
Yeah, nurturance. And you know, that's what we've been talking about, really, that self-love and nurturing ourselves and really being the love of our life.
The number of it?
Pardon?
What's the number of it? Is it 20 or what?
Oh yes, it's 20.
Oh yeah. 222, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Oh man, so good. So good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm a bit like energy. Yeah, so much energy around. Yeah.
It is, hey, and I feel again with that card as well, it's just a reminder to, with everything else, to really look at within yourself and nurture yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Everything we need and want is within us, and everything outside will reflect that, but also be a bonus, cherry on top.
Great to share it once you've really got that point, right?
That's right.
That's really how it should be, I think.
Yay!
How good was that? Yay!
Oh well, thank you, Deniz, for doing this video with me. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for watching.
Fantastic. Wow, you guys, everybody have a great, fantastic 2022. Of course, you're gonna hear from us all the way through, twice a month. Yeah, but thanks for this great time, Julie. That was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, me too. And yeah, we hope that, you know, if you want to share anything with us, please do, because we always love hearing, you know, knowing that something has clicked or something, you know, it's just really wonderful to be part of the journey. Yay! Okay, great.
Community and tribe. That's it. We are the tribe.
That's right. Yeah. Oh,
excellent.
Perfect. All right. We'll see you at another reading.
Yes. Much love. Thank you so much.